Alright, Myutant Dogmatika, or Dogmatika Mutant, or whatever the fuck you want to call this deck. Hey, first of all, this deck is really fucking god-awful. I've been testing and playing it. God, this deck is so fucking bad. Konami literally took the concept of Cosmos, an archetype they created in 2015, and made it fucking worse in the year 2020. It's literally just a worse version of Cosmos, and Cosmos right now is already a mediocre deck in the current metagame, but this is just fucking worse, honestly. Holy shit. I don't know how you honestly make bad Cosmos. Like, I thought Dragon Maid was already a bad Cosmo deck. This is worse than Dragon Maid as a bad Cosmos deck. Like, this is even worse. This is even more off-brand of a deck than Dragon Maid as an off-brand deck of Cosmos. So, God, this deck is really fucking bad. So, we playing 42 cards, I believe, because I want to get this out to 42, but I can't figure out to cut. Probably cut some traps or whatever the fuck. But I feel like this is probably the best way to play it. I don't like any other builds. This deck isn't a combo machine. It's really just control. So you have to play this X control. So we got a 3 Mutant M05. This is the Monster Searcher. We play 3 Mutant ST46. This is the Spell Trap Searcher. This gets you into your... These are your pilots, basically, to get into your bigger mutants. And then for the mutants, we play 1 Beast, 1 Mess, 1 Arsenal. You only play 1 of each. These are really fucking bad, honestly. And you just honestly... You can't even reason with it. That's the thing I found out. You can't even summon these... That's how fucking bad this archetype is. So you only need to play 1 of each. You don't have to play multiples, honestly. You just get why I'm playing with 1 of each. So that's it for the mutants. Yeah. You don't play the GB. I don't like that one. I would say that really great, honestly. And then we play a 3 Ecclesia, because Ecclesia is best girl. And then 2 Fleur de Lis. I don't play Maximus. I really don't like Maximus right now with all the Invoke Dogmatika, and it really fucking sucks. And this deck already doesn't have enough advantage gain, so I don't want that to give them an advantage. So I'd rather just play 2 Fleurs instead. Like, if you want, you could play 1 Fleur or 1 Maximus or whatever the fuck. But I feel like this is fine. So that's it for the Dogmatika ratios. Next we play hand traps, because this deck is really bad. 3 Nibiru, 1 Gamma, 1 Driver, the essential hand traps with the format. Next for spells, we play 3 of the card that I thought was bad. It's just worse Cosmo Town, honestly. 3 Labs. This summons a mutant, and when it's activated, and it mulligans 1 mutant per turn. So I guess that's good for it. 3 of a better card. 3 Nadir, so this card's good. Yeah, it makes up for everything that the field spell doesn't do. Then you play 3 Pot of Extract, because you unironically don't care about your extract. It's really fucking worthless. The only card you really care about is having your Nadir Servant and your punishment target, honestly. 1 Terraform to search the spell. 1 E-Tele. 1 E-Tele, because this deck, because you can E-Tele up the pilot mutants, that's good, I guess, you know. Oh boy, yeah, woo-wee, there you go. 2 Cries. This is the only mutant trap I'm playing. I don't like the other traps. They're good, but they're not that great enough for it. It doesn't do enough. This gives you a fusion summon during your opponent's turn, so you use this as a way to disrupt your opponent's play, because you can summon out the non-Maximus, the non-Ultimus, where the fuck that one's called. I can't even remember his name right now. That one. The fuck is this one called? Oh, okay, that's a proxy card. Fuck. Synthesis. So you use this to some synthesis your opponent as a disruption, so I guess that's good. 2 Punishment. This card is just better synthesis, honestly. Next we play the other hand trap, the format 3 Imprint. Yeah, Imprint is a good card. Next, and then finally the last 3 cards is 3 Summon, because you're not summoning a lot in this deck. You're never gonna summon a lot in this deck. There's no reason for you to summon a lot. So this is a really good floodgate, honestly, because your opponent can't play around summon limit, you know. So that's good, I guess. Until they Nadir, so now you're just sad, like, oh boy, oh man, now I'm really sad. But yeah, that's the deck up. This should be 42 main deck. I cut out a lot of the mutants, but I don't play any of the mutant. I don't play the mutant few, because I realize there's really never any time for you to fusion summon during your turn, honestly. So it's not that really needed. So I really don't like the fusion spell. For monsters, since we're playing quite extra, we play a 3 Ultimus. Don't have the 3rd Ultimus yet. Wasn't lucky enough to get a 3rd one at Sneak, so that's sad. We're sad boys because of that shit. 3 Synthesis. This is pretty good. This is better. This allows you to act during your pose. Like, this is an Omni Negate, which is cool and all, but this is a pop, so I'd rather take that shit over anything. Because because we're playing extra, we play a lot of cards 3, so that 3 Entis. We really want to make sure we always have Entis. 2 Titanic had the Ash Dragon. Might want to bump this up to 3, honestly, but you know, so you can always ensure it. Probably want to bump this up to 3 because the other 2 cards I play, one Fossil Knight and one Wind Pegasus, adding these, and 1 Omega. These are just your standard Dogmatika targets to set off, but you could cut one of these 2 for a 3rd Titanic if you're afraid of banishing off part of extra, and then 1 Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. This is just there if you ever unironically resolve Gamma during your turn. Like, oh boy, I can make Draco Berserker. Oh boy, I can do something with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with Draco Berserker, but I have Draco Berserker now. So yeah, that's the extra deck. That probably want to bump Ash Dragon to 3. Like these, you only care about these more than the rest of your extra deck for this deck, really, to be honest, because they don't do anything. Like this card's cool, but it's just really so fucking bad. Like, I don't know what, unless they're gonna release more level 8, right? This thing is just, you waste so much investment trying to summon this shit. It's really fucking bad. So anyway, that's Myutant Dogmatika. Biggest disappointment, I have never been so disappointed in a TCG archetype than I read Mutants. It's just so, this deck is just so fucking god awful. I don't know how they designed this thing. Like, they're like, oh boy, remember Cosmos? Let's make it worse in 2020. So yeah, that's Myutant Dogmatika or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't like the other builds of it. It's like I said, you don't want to summon big boys with it, because if you use your big boys, you lose, honestly, because this deck doesn't have enough way to gather. Like these being able to grab back spell trap and monsters is cool and all, but that's it. But you know what else does that? Kozmo Town. Kozmo Town can grab back your monsters. It can end mulligan your hand better than the fucking than where the fuck is it? Than this card, but I guess this card's an E-Tully. I mean, I guess this card is a summon. You can summon back your baby mutants, and it gives it a boost. Oh boy, I guess that's good, but yeah, this deck doesn't do it. It's really fucking god-awful. This deck is so carried hard by the Dogmatika engine in order for this to be a real deck. Alright, that's this deck. I hope this deck gets better support to make this deck really playable, because right now, this deck is just a fucking disappointment and a mistake in the year 2020. Alright, that's it. Coronavirus is still a thing or something. I don't know. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.